What is new about this pause? Because yesterday you said the pauses are already happening, they are not something new. And we know that from 10 to 2, so 4 hours, they are already happening. So what's new?
So what they've done here is they've formalized the process, and they've opened up yet a second safe passage corridor along the coast coming out of North Gaza into South Gaza. But they've more formalized this process of daily 4-hour pauses, and with a 3-hour sort of advance notice. They really tried to codify and put this in place, and that should go a ways to reducing civilian casualties, letting people get out from the fighting in North Gaza, get out from the crossfire between the Israeli Defense Forces and Hamas.
Today, President Biden said he asked for a 3-day pause when he talked to Netanyahu this week, and that he said that he would like a much longer pause to free hostages. He also said Netanyahu is taking a little longer than he expected. Does he believe that he can convince Israel for this much longer pause that he's asking for?
Well, look, I mean, I won't get ahead of where we are right now. We're continuing to talk to our Israeli counterparts about the necessity of these humanitarian pauses. Today's announcement by the Israeli Defense Forces is a significant step forward, and we think it's the right step forward. And we're going to keep talking to them about these pauses. And we believe that some of them may need to be longer than 4 hours, and some of them maybe not as long as 4 hours. It's kind of going to depend on the situation at hand and what we're trying to get done.
Last question. So I'm hearing from behind the scenes from some officials in the administration saying that the pressure is unsustainable, and soon President Biden will probably have to ask for a ceasefire. I know you're not going to confirm that right now. You guys are not saying that. But what would need to happen for the U.S. to ask for a ceasefire?
Yeah, that's a hypothetical, and I'm not going to speculate about that going into the future. President Biden spoke about it today. We do not support a ceasefire at this time. That would just benefit Hamas. It would give them breathing space and time to plan and execute more attacks. The other thing it would do is legitimize what they did on October 7th. There's still an active fight going after Hamas leadership, which we believe is a valid fight for the Israeli Defense Forces to have. They have a right and a responsibility to do that. They shouldn't have to live next to that kind of threat where 1,400 people can be slaughtered in a single day. So we're just not at that point right now.
If I have time for one more, do I? No? Okay. But just to be able to get other foreigners out of Gaza, the Brazilians, not a single one were able to leave yet. And I know that from the thousands, half are Americans. And the Brazilian, they asked Sullivan on Saturday in a call for help to try to get Brazilians out of Gaza. Do you have anything? Is the United States work with Brazil?
We're working with all our partners. We know that many countries have citizens that are being held hostage, and it's unacceptable. They should all be released now. And we're working with our partners in the region and around the world to see what we can do to try to get them released. They should be released right now. They should not be held hostage. But we're going to keep at this because we believe it's important. And these pauses can be useful in that process, because once you can secure the release of hostages, you got to have a way for them to get out safely, and these pauses can help contribute to that safety.
Perfect. Thank you so much.